Rise and shine, divorce queen. Or wait, are you still asleep? I bet you cried yourself into a coma last night.
Good morning, Lindsay. It's 6:24 a.m. I would like to still be asleep, but your messages just woke me up.
Well, excuse me for being emotionally invested. I saw your post last night. I had no idea things were that bad with Mark. You should have told me.
Well, that's the thing about divorce. It's not exactly something that you want to shout from the rooftops about. I didn't want to make a spectacle of it.
Oh, please. It was tasteful, elegant even. After careful thought, we've decided to part ways. Oh, very Gwyneth Paltrow of you. I loved it.
I wasn't aiming for a celebrity press release. Just wanted to keep people in the loop without having 30 separate conversations.
No kidding. That would have drained you emotionally. I would have just posted a crying selfie and hit post, and then watched as the sympathy poured in. You know, people asking, are you okay? And being all like, I love you, girl.
That's one approach to announcing divorce, I guess.
But seriously, I'm actually kind of grateful I saw it when I did.
Grateful?
Yeah, like now I have time to prepare myself emotionally.
Prepare yourself emotionally for what?
Oh, nothing for you to worry about. It's just, you know, I'm a very intuitive person. I've been feeling things shifting for a while now.
Lindsay, what does that mean?
You'll see. I'm working on a few things behind the scenes. Gotta trust the universe, right?
Right.
Anyway, just wanted to say I support you and that I am so proud of you for finally walking away from that situation. Some of us knew for years that Mark wasn't worthy of you.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
Like I always said, he had dead eyes. Didn't I say that? You can't trust a man with dead eyes or men who chew ice. Does he chew ice? I bet he does.
Not that I've noticed.
See, another red flag. Anyway, I'll message again when the timing's right. Just keep your phone close, okay?
Lindsay, is there something you want to tell me?
Toodles! Rachel, big news! Guess who just signed her divorce papers and is officially free?
That would be you?
Ding, ding, ding! Gold star for the sad single lady. Oh wait, I guess I'm single now too. Not sad though.
Congratulations?
Don't say it like that, babe. This is a celebration. I am finally unshackled. And I mean really unshackled. I didn't even fight for the custody of our kids.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, I thought about it for a second, but honestly, I just didn't want to be tied down anymore. Kids are great, love them to pieces, but they kind of kill the vibe, you know?
Lindsay, that's a pretty serious decision.
It's a practical one. I told my ex he could keep full custody if we skipped the back and forth nonsense. No child support, no court drama, just clean, fast, and free. Besides, I'm starting a new chapter. It didn't make sense to bring a preschooler into it.
A new chapter, meaning...
Me and Mark, duh. Don't play dumb. You know what this is. I saw your announcement and took it as the green light. Universe said, go, girl. So I did.
Lindsay, are you saying that you think you and Mark are together?
Not think. No, we've had chemistry for years. Those little chats at pickup, the way he looked at me across the parking lot, sparks, literal sparks. I always knew something was there, and clearly he did too.
I don't think a few conversations at preschool drop-off mean what you think they mean.
You're so modest. You don't realize how much people orbit around you. I've always been aware, hyper aware. Mark and I, we just needed the timing to line up. Now it has.
I'm confused. How long have you and Mark been together?
Honestly, it feels like since the beginning of time.
That's not an answer.
I'm a patient woman. I've made my moves, cleared my schedule, and freed my energy. Now I'm just waiting for him to meet me halfway. And believe me, he will.
You gave up your child and your home based on intuition?
Oh, don't say it like that. It wasn't some blind leap. It was a pivot, a strategic reallocation of emotional capital. I'm investing in the future.
I am honestly struggling to wrap my head around all this.
Oh, please, you moved on too, right? You've got your kids, your big house, your spa weekends. Everyone has to let go of old ties eventually. You did it, now I'm doing it.
Well, the circumstances of my letting go were quite different from yours.
I'm just saying we're both shedding baggage. Only difference is mine wears Paw Patrol pajamas and thinks ketchup is a beverage. Don't guilt me. This is growth.
Lindsay, I don't even know what to say.
Then don't say anything. Just be happy for me. I'll keep you posted when things with Mark go public. I might even use the same caption you did. It felt really classy.
Please don't.
Too late. Already screenshotted it. Talk to you later, future maid of honor.
Hey, Rachel, sorry to message out of the blue. I know we said no more contact unless it's about school stuff, but there's something really, really important that we need to talk about.
It had better be. Make it quick.
My dad called me in a full-blown meltdown a few hours ago. He said some woman showed up at the house this morning and told him she was my fiancée. Like she walked right inside and introduced herself like she was already part of the family.
Was her name Lindsay?
Yes, blonde woman, way too much perfume, said she knows me deeply. Who is this woman, Rachel? What the hell is going on?
That's one of the moms from preschool. Our kids were in the same class last year.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, and she's also recently divorced. Very recently, actually. Yesterday. Not only that, she gave up custody of her kid gladly and without a fight. Now the kicker, she told me that she and you were starting a new life together.
What?
So this is news to you too, then?
Rachel, I barely even talked to her. I remember like 2 PTA meetings where she complimented my shirt and handed me a flyer. That's it. I didn't even have her number in my phone. That's why I'm calling you. I have no idea how to talk to her.
Well, apparently your limited interactions were enough for her to interpret your entire existence as a proposal.
She told people we were together?
Yep, and that she was waiting for the right moment to go public. She said she gave up her child so she'd be free to be with you. It seems like she's been emotionally preparing for this new chapter of her life for quite some time.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel, please believe me, I did not have any sort of relationship with this Lindsay woman. Emily and I are married. We signed the marriage license last month. We've been trying to keep things quiet because of how messy everything got after the divorce.
Yeah, this won't help.
I swear, Rachel, I had no part in this. If I gave her the wrong idea just by existing, I don't know what to say.
I'd start with I'm sorry to your dad.
I already did. He's threatening to file a restraining order if she comes back.
Probably not a bad idea.
Just please don't get involved legally. I can't go through another court nightmare.
Don't worry, I have no plans to sue anyone for delusions.
Thank you. Seriously, I'm just trying to live a quiet life now. You already cleaned out what little savings I had left. Any more than this and I won't be able to pay rent.
Are you expecting sympathy from me after you knocked up a college girl and left me for her?
No, God, no. I just, I can't really take any more financial damage at this point.
Well, as long as I don't find out about any other women you were sleeping with behind my back, you're probably in the clear.
Okay, that's reassuring. Thanks for being so understanding, Rachel. I'll leave you to enjoy your evening.
Good morning, sunshine. Today's the day. Movers are coming at 2. Hope you've had time to pack. I gave you a few extra days because I'm not a monster, but it's time, babe. You've closed your chapter. Now it's my turn.
I'm sorry, what?
Don't be shy. I know it's emotional. Change always is. But this transition doesn't have to be ugly. Let's keep it graceful.
Transition to what?
To me living there, obviously.
Living where?
The house, silly. Your old place when you were with Mark. Well, it's our new place now. Duh. It just makes sense, Rachel. That house was always meant to be shared with love. I'm just picking up where you left off.
Yeah, I think there's been a massive misunderstanding.
Oh, sweetie, I know this must be hard. You're still holding on emotionally. But let's be honest, once you posted that divorce update, it was basically an open handoff.
Open handoff?
Like, passing the baton. You've had your time, and don't get me wrong, you did great. But now Mark's with someone who really sees him, and that house deserves to be filled with new memories.
Lindsay, you can't be serious.
Oh, I'm dead serious. I've already mapped out future placement. I've got Pinterest boards. I picked out a backsplash. I visualized. That's manifestation, Rachel. Maybe try it sometime.
So you just decided the house is yours now?
I mean, I'm Mark's next partner. Isn't that how these things work? He's out. I'm in. Clean break. No need to make it messy.
Lindsay, Mark and I are divorced, but that doesn't mean you get to inherit his past life like it's a gym locker.
Oh, come on. Don't be dramatic. It's just a simple shift. An emotional baton pass. Nothing personal.
Lindsay, I'm not going anywhere. You need to stop this.
Fine. You don't want to move out? Then let's be practical. Just give me the money.
What money?
The alimony you got from Mark. He had to pay you something, right? Something to the tune of 30 grand. That's like standard, right?
Where did you even get that number?
I don't know. It just seemed like a lot of money. I have no idea how this stuff works. I gave up my alimony in exchange for my husband taking my kid, and Mark's not exactly poor, so come on, Rachel. You got yours. Help another woman start over.
You think I owe you money?
Not owe, just recognize the natural flow of things. You had your turn, now it's mine.
And you're asking me to fund it?
It's not like I'm trying to take everything, just a fair share. I mean, honestly, it's kind of symbolic, like passing the torch.
Lindsay, this isn't a relay race. You don't get alimony by inheritance.
Don't be like that. You always acted like you were above this, but you benefited. You walked away with something. Why shouldn't I?
I didn't receive anything like that, and even if I had, why would you think you're entitled to it?
Because I gave up everything. My marriage, my home, my daughter. I let go of it all for what I thought was coming next.
And whose decision was that?
Don't twist this. I did it because I thought Mark and I would...
Lindsay, that house you're so fixated on, it's not Mark's.
What?
The mansion, it's mine. Always has been. I inherited it from my parents before I ever met him. He lived there because we were married. He had no ownership, no legal claim.
That can't be right.
It is.
No, I thought it was his family's.
It wasn't. It's in my name, solely. He moved out the day the divorce was final.
So I gave everything up for a house that was never even his?
That about sums it up.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
If you're looking for God, try at church.
You don't understand. I gave up everything. I thought this was supposed to be my next chapter.
Based on what?
I left my husband. I gave up custody of my kid. I let him have the condo. I sold all my furniture. I canceled my lease. I packed up my entire life thinking I was moving into that house with Mark.
You made all those choices without talking to him once?
I knew, Rachel. I could feel it. I thought he was waiting for things to settle, waiting for the divorce to go through so we could finally start fresh.
You never even dated.
We didn't need to. It was unspoken. The kind of connection that's just understood. Like when he held the door open for me at the preschool pickup. He lingered. He looked back.
Because he didn't want to get hit with the door, Lindsay.
You weren't there. You didn't see the way he looked at me when I brought that lemon loaf for the teacher potluck.
That lemon loaf came from Costco.
It's the gesture, Rachel. And then that day at the parent-teacher conference, he handed me a bottled water. No words, just handed it to me. Our fingers touched.
And that was the PTA's water table. I know because I bought the case.
He said, "Stay cool out there."
Because it was 93 degrees and your face was beet red.
No, there was meaning in it. There was.
Lindsay, I asked Mark once if he knew who you were. He said, "Is she the one with the neon tote bag?"
He remembered my bag?
That's all he remembered.
But I picked out curtains. I had a morning routine planned. I was going to do green smoothies in the sunroom while he read the paper. I gave my daughter's bedroom set to a neighbor because I thought I wouldn't need it anymore.
That wasn't a vision. That was a hallucination.
You're lying. You have to be.
No, Lindsay, I'm just the first person who said it out loud.
Rachel, I just need one honest answer. No sarcasm. No passive-aggressive little quips. Just tell me where Mark is right now.
He moved out the day the divorce was finalized, like I told you.
But where did he go? Is he staying with friends? Did he move out of town? I think I deserve to know that much.
He's living in a small apartment across town, over by Greenway, I believe.
And who is he living with?
He's not living alone, if that's what you're hoping. He moved in with his wife.
I'm sorry. With his what?
His wife, Lindsay. Mark is married now. It happened quietly not long after the divorce was finalized. He met someone new and they moved in together. They're building their own life.
No, that's not possible. He wouldn't just get married without saying anything. I would have heard. Someone would have told me. You're lying to get rid of me.
I'm not lying. Her name is Emily. She's younger, kind, and apparently very grounded, which, given recent events, makes a lot of sense.
I left my husband because I thought Mark was waiting for me. I gave up custody of my daughter because I believed that once the dust settled, I would be living in that house, in that life beside him. I thought he was preparing everything in silence because he couldn't say it out loud yet. Do you understand how deeply I committed to this?
I think you committed to a version of events that existed only in your imagination.
I kept telling myself I just needed to be patient, that once things were official between you two, he'd reach out. He'd acknowledge what we already knew deep down. You know, it's the worst part. I really believed he felt the same way.
Mark never once said a word to me about you in any personal capacity. He didn't even remember your name until I reminded him last month. He referred to you as the mom with the loud shoes.
I can't believe this is happening. I thought he was going to build something with me. I genuinely thought the life I gave up was leading to something better, something more real.
And what exactly is it you thought I was standing in the way of?
A second chance, a future, a home. I believed Mark and I were going to live in that mansion together. I pictured it. I made actual lists. I picked paint colors. I donated my daughter's bedroom furniture because I didn't think I needed any more. I had a vision, Rachel. I was ready to walk through that front door and start over with someone who chose me.
But he didn't choose you, Lindsay. He didn't even see you.
Then just, please, let me stay in the house, just for a little while. I have nowhere else to go. My parents said I was throwing away my life for a fantasy, and they won't even return my calls. Daniel changed the locks. Everything I owned is in storage, and I'm sitting in a parking lot trying to pretend I have a plan.
You made those decisions without ever speaking to the man you believed was your safety net. I'm not going to reward that kind of recklessness by offering you a place in my home.
I don't need pity. I need time. Just a little time. I'll sleep in the laundry room. I'll stay out of the way. I'll clean or pay rent or whatever you want. I just need a place to breathe.
You didn't just bet on the wrong man, Lindsay. You bet everything you had on a man who didn't even know he was part of the game.
You don't have to be cruel.
I'm not being cruel. I am being honest. And maybe it's the first real thing anyone said to you in a long time. A few days later, Lindsay showed up at the mansion. She must have expected a tearful reunion or some grand redemption arc. Instead, she found empty rooms, locked doors, and not a trace of Mark or me. I heard she tracked down Mark's new apartment somehow. She stormed the entrance while he and his new wife were stepping out with groceries and screamed about betrayal and wedding vows that never existed. The neighbors called the police. She left in a patrol car, still yelling about how this wasn't how it was supposed to end. That night, I got a voicemail. Her voice was trembling. "Please talk to them for me. You're the only one who'll understand." I didn't listen to the rest. I blocked the number and made a note to change mine next week. Some people don't crash quietly. They bring the whole fantasy down with them, and they expect you to catch the debris.
Good afternoon, this is Michael from Riverside Hotel's reservation desk. How may I assist you?
I know it's super last minute and I didn't book anything in advance, but is there any chance you might have a room available tonight?
This would be for tonight, correct? I can check availability. How many guests?
3 of us, me and my 2 kids. If there's anything open, honestly, the cheapest option is totally fine. I know that's not ideal, but I'd really appreciate any help.
And may I confirm, are you looking for a standard room or one of our executive or luxury suites?
Well, actually, we're in a bit of a rough situation. It's kind of embarrassing to explain, but we got pickpocketed at the train station earlier. All our money and cards got stolen. I filed a report and everything, but obviously that doesn't get us our stuff back. I had a hotel booked already, but once they heard we couldn't pay up front, they canceled our check-in. So now I'm just trying every hotel nearby. I found yours because you have chat-based reservations, which is a lifesaver. I'm really hoping you might have something.
I see. I'm terribly sorry to hear about your situation. However, if payment cannot be confirmed at check-in, I'm afraid we would be unable to accommodate your request.
I completely understand, but just give me a minute to explain. My husband is flying in tomorrow. He's been on a temporary job assignment, and he's meeting us here. He'll pay the full amount then, I promise. If we could just stay one night, I'll check out first thing in the morning. We'll settle everything properly. I'm not trying to scam anyone. I just don't want to be out in the cold with two little ones.
Unfortunately, Ms. I didn't catch your name.
Oh, sorry. It's Autumn.
Ms. Autumn, I do understand what you're saying, but we are a luxury establishment. We cater to clients with a certain consistency of means. We're not in the habit of extending charity.
I'm not asking for charity. I'm offering to pay, just a little delayed. I'll even write and sign whatever form you want, just to prove I'm serious. Please, just one night.
Be that as it may, we cannot run a business based on verbal assurances. It's a slippery slope. Anyone could walk in claiming hardship and promising future payment.
I get that, I do, but we're not just anyone, we're a family. I have two tired kids sitting on a bench in a train station right now. I don't know where else to go.
I'm sorry, but persistence won't change policy. We are not some roadside inn that operates on IOUs.
Please, they're 6 and 8 years old. We've been walking around for hours. They're exhausted. Even just a floor, a chair, anything with heat and a roof. I'll do anything to make this work.
You are being quite pushy, Ms. Autumn. It's not a flattering look. Perhaps that works elsewhere, but not here. I don't believe you realize where you're trying to stay. Riverside Hotel is part of a luxury brand chain with elite clientele across the country. This isn't the kind of place where you work something out.
I'm not trying to make trouble. I just didn't know who else to ask. You're the only hotel that even answered me. That alone gave me hope.
Let me be blunt. People in your financial brackets simply don't stay here. That's not judgment, it's reality. You'd be more comfortable somewhere simpler, or frankly, a shelter.
Wow, okay. Well, I didn't expect kindness, but I also didn't expect to be talked down to like that.
It's not personal, it's practicality. We've dealt with guests who vanish without paying, and it's always the same type. Begging, promising, then gone by morning.
That's not me. I'm not trying to trick anyone. Just trying to make it until tomorrow morning.
And if your mystery husband doesn't arrive, then what? We foot the bill? You vanish into the wind like others have? No, thank you.
I won't vanish. You have my name, my number, my ID. I'll leave anything you ask with the front desk until the payment is settled. My word means something.
I'm sure it does to you, but not to our accounting department, nor to our standards. No payment, no room.
You mentioned checking availability earlier. You said you'd confirm. Does that mean you do have a room open?
That was before I realized the situation. The room is no longer available. We are unfortunately at full capacity now.
Well, that sounds like a convenient excuse.
Call it what you like, but here's a reality check. You shouldn't try to live above your means. Sleep under a bridge if you have to. That's more fitting.
Wow.
This conversation is over. Goodbye. This is Michael from Riverside Hotel Reservations. How may I help you?
I'm not sure if you'll remember me, but we chatted here a few nights ago. I reached out about booking a room on short notice.
You'll have to be more specific. We get a lot of late-night inquiries.
It was around midnight, 3 days ago. I asked if you had any rooms for me and my 2 kids. I said we'd just been pickpocketed.
Oh, right, that one. The sob story. You said you had no money and expected us to put you up anyway.
I asked if there were any affordable rooms available, and you told me to go sleep under a bridge.
I see, so you've returned to lodge a complaint then. If that's the case, you should contact the local Department of Transportation. They handle bridge complaints. If you're expecting compensation from us, however, I can tell you that our policy doesn't cover people who never actually stayed with us.
I'm not here to complain. I'm here to introduce myself properly. I wasn't exactly upfront with you last time.
What's that supposed to mean?
My name is Autumn Rivers. I'm the general manager overseeing all Riverside Hotel Group properties nationwide.
I'm sorry, you're what?
The general manager. I report directly to the board of directors.
No, that doesn't make any sense. That's not possible. You were saying you got robbed. You were begging for a room. That wasn't real?
That's correct. It was a test. A fabricated scenario. I was conducting a surprise audit.
A what? You lied? That whole story was fake?
Right again. The story of being stranded was part of a service quality audit. I wanted to evaluate how staff members respond to vulnerable last-minute guests, especially through digital communication like this chat system.
You're serious right now? You just made that whole thing up? What kind of person does that?
A manager who wants to know what actually happens when no one's watching. This wasn't random. We recently introduced this chat booking tool across the company. I wanted to know how well it was being used, not just logistically, but ethically.
I don't believe this. So you tricked me into thinking you were some desperate traveler with no money just to test me?
3 for 3. That was the point. To simulate a difficult situation and see how our staff react.
This is ridiculous. You can't just pretend to be poor and desperate and then say, "Surprise, I'm corporate." That's manipulative.
What's manipulative is pretending that your behavior was justifiable. This wasn't about catching someone in a lie. It was about revealing how you treat people you think can't fight back. I gave you a scenario. What you chose to do with it was entirely up to you. And what you chose was cruelty, mockery, classist rhetoric.
Okay, hold on. Let's calm down. Let's just breathe for a second. There's no need to jump to conclusions. I didn't mean anything personal. I was doing my job.
You weren't doing your job, Michael. You were abusing your position. There is nothing in the Riverside Handbook that authorizes staff to belittle guests or make personal judgments about their worth.
So what, you're going to fire me over this? Over one bad conversation? I've worked here for years. I've got nothing but excellent reviews.
And yet in one interaction, you managed to completely undermine the values we claim to uphold. This isn't about years worked. It's about what you revealed when no one was watching. You are being provisionally terminated. Final decision will come after full review by upper management, but I've submitted my findings.
You can't be serious. This is going to ruin me. You're going to destroy someone's career over one chat message?
You weren't punished for one message. You were evaluated on your character, and unfortunately, it failed the test.
Please, there has to be another way to handle this. A warning? A write-up? Something less extreme than termination? I was caught off guard.
And the guests we serve often are too. Emergencies and unexpected situations are when we're supposed to rise above, not collapse into cruelty.
Ms. Rivers, please, I'm asking you as someone who's worked here for years, don't let this one misunderstanding end everything.
This wasn't a misunderstanding. It was a display of your values when no one was watching. And it was unacceptable.
I honestly thought it was a prank. I wouldn't have said any of those things if I knew who you were. I thought someone was just wasting my time.
So if I had actually been poor and desperate, then what? I deserve to be insulted, mocked, told to go sleep outside?
No, I mean, of course not. I didn't realize. I didn't think you were a real guest.
Every person who contacts us is a real guest until proven otherwise. And even then, there's a standard for how we speak to people.
Look, I know I came off harsh. I panicked. I felt like someone was trying to scam the hotel. You have to understand, we get weird messages all the time.
That's not an excuse. Our training materials couldn't be clearer. You treat everyone with dignity every single time, regardless of their situation, regardless of whether they can pay right away.
But there are scammers, you know that! People try to take advantage of us. How are we supposed to know who's genuine?
You don't always know, but it's not your job to decide who deserves compassion. Your job is to offer the same respectful treatment to everyone who walks through our door or sends us a message.
I didn't think it was going to go this far. I mean, I was just doing what I thought was best.
Let me tell you what best looked like at other properties. Because this wasn't just your branch, I ran this exact same audit at multiple locations.
You did?
Yes, one location was full, but the front desk staff apologized profusely. Then they called 3 nearby hotels to help me find a place. Another location offered to send their hotel shuttle to pick me up from the station, just so I wouldn't have to wait in the cold even if I couldn't stay there. And at one hotel, the night chef came out personally. He brought me into the break room, said I could stay warm there until morning, and offered me soup from the staff kitchen.
You're kidding me. All that for someone who said they couldn't pay?
No, I'm not kidding, because some of our staff understand what hospitality means. It's not just about selling rooms, it's about being human. Those people didn't know who I was. They had no reason to believe I was anything other than what I claimed, and they still acted with empathy. Meanwhile, you responded with condescension, judgment, and open cruelty. You mocked my story. You told me to go sleep under a bridge.
I wasn't thinking straight. I was exhausted. My girlfriend had just broken up with me, and I'd picked up extra shifts to distract myself. I was running on no sleep. It wasn't personal.
Well, let me stop you right there. Professionals don't take out their bad day on customers. We don't get to lash out just because we're hurting. That's not how this works. You weren't just rude, you were cruel. And you made it clear that your default setting when no one is looking is contempt.
I swear that's not who I really am. I just had a lapse, a really bad moment.
Then I suggest you reflect on why, when faced with someone vulnerable, your instinct was to kick them down instead of offering a hand. Because this job and this entire industry is built on compassion. And you treated it like a club to swing at people you thought were beneath you. You didn't just disrespect me, you disrespected the very mission of this hotel. A few days after our chat, I visited the Riverside Hotel in person. I brought 2 senior executives with me and printed copies of the entire conversation. When I passed them out at the meeting, the room went quiet. No one needed clarification. The tone, the arrogance, the cruelty, it was all there in plain text. I had every intention of firing Michael on the spot, but before I could even begin my prepared statement, he dropped to his knees, not figuratively, literally. He apologized over and over, voice shaking, eyes glassy. He didn't make excuses this time, he just asked for a chance to make it right. Against my better judgment, I gave him one. He was demoted immediately and ordered to repeat our full new hire training from day 1. Not a refresher, full onboarding. He would relearn what he clearly forgot. I also mandated retraining sessions for the entire team. No one operates in a vacuum. I made one thing very clear. There will be no second chances. Since then, I've watched him closely. No complaints, no sulking, just quiet, focused effort. People who can own their worst moments and still choose growth, those are the ones worth keeping.
So, let me get this straight. You're not coming to my wedding.
Hey, Melina. Thanks for the invite. I'm really sorry, but I'm afraid I can't make it.
Can't make it? It's literally on a Saturday. What do you even have going on? Like, seriously.
I really wish I could come, but my team is presenting a major proposal that day. It's been locked in for months. There's no way I can get out of it.
No, unacceptable. Weddings outrank spreadsheets, Rebecca. That's basic etiquette. You say, sorry, job, and you show up with a gift and smile.
I totally get how it looks, and I hate missing it. But this isn't just some random workday for me. It's a presentation that could determine the future of the entire company. I'm one of the lead presenters. I'd be letting everyone down if I bailed.
You're letting me down? Let's talk about that. Do you even understand how much time I've spent planning this day?
I know, and it's going to be amazing. I really hope you have a beautiful time.
Wow, that's so touching. Really warmed my heart. Gonna print that out and frame it right next to my bouquet toss.
Look, I'll still send you something, a gift. Just tell me what you'd like.
Thought you'd never ask. So here's the thing. I'm not really into gifts I can't return. And I already have like 3 toasters thanks to my mom's book club. So I want money. Cold, hard, guilt-ridden cash. Preferably in a number that says, I'm sorry I skipped the biggest day of your life.
I guess that's fair. Just send me your banking info and I'll wire it over.
I'll do that. And hey, since we're talking big days, what's this I hear about you moving?
Oh, yeah, I meant to let people know sooner or later. My dad inherited some land after my grandfather passed away, so we decided to build a house on it. Just moved in last week, actually.
Huh? Land? Sounds rustic. You planting corn out there?
It's not that rural. It's just a quiet neighborhood in Alvinton. Seems like it'll be great for working from home.
Alvinton? Wait, I totally know someone who lives there. Small world. You're not in that snooty cul-de-sac with a fountain, are you?
We're about 10 minutes from there, not quite fountain level.
So close, though. That's kind of fancy for someone who can't get a Saturday off. I'm just saying.
Melina.
What? I'm teasing. Kind of. Anyway, when I swing by that area, we should totally do tea, like a real catch-up.
Yeah, that would be nice. Just let me know when.
Oh, I will, right after I recover from the emotional trauma of my best friend skipping my wedding.
Again, I'm sorry about that.
And again, you can tell me you're sorry with a couple extra zeros in your gift. Make sure it's enough to make me forget you bailed.
Duly noted.
Good girl. Now go crush your little presentation. I'll be here, holding back tears under a floral arch. Hey, Rebecca. I have a teensy favor to ask, and I know it's last minute, but you love me, right?
Define last minute.
Oh, don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm actually in Alvinton right now, and I'm right outside your house. Would it be okay if I parked in your driveway until tomorrow morning?
What? You're at my house? I'm literally packing my bags right now. I'm going out of town early tomorrow. Why didn't you say anything sooner?
I didn't want to bother you, and it's just going to be for one night. I'm going to visit someone nearby and couldn't find parking anywhere.
I'm not thrilled about this, Rebecca, and I'm not sure it's going to work out. I have a garage with a security shutter. It auto-locks at 2 and won't reopen until I'm back, and that's not until Tuesday.
Okay, then you're just gonna have to disable that for me. Thanks a bunch, Rebecca. Okay, gotta run. I told Jake I'd meet up with him in just a few minutes. Talk to you later.
Wait, Melina, no! I can't just leave my garage door unlocked while I'm out of town. I'm sorry, but you're just going to have to find some other arrangements. Wait, you already parked your car in my garage? Melina, where did you go? Oh no, she's not responding. Look, Melina, I hope you read this before it's too late, but just so you know, I'm not disabling the auto lock. I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving it open while I'm gone. You have until 2 p.m. this afternoon to move your car, and if you don't, well, I'm sorry, but that's on you. Hey, wait a second, Jake? Who's Jake? Hey, sorry to reach out so late. I wouldn't bother you on the night before your wedding if it wasn't important.
No worries. What's going on?
It's about Melina. She showed up at my place in Alvinton tonight. Out of nowhere, she said she needed to park her car for a bit.
He's in Alvinton? Now? Why?
Well, that's part of the problem. She never told me she was coming. She just kind of announced it via text. Before I could explain anything, she dumped her car in my garage and took off.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was trying to tell her the garage has a security shutter. It closes automatically at 2 p.m. today. I'm leaving town, so once it shuts, it won't open until Tuesday. But she left before I could even say that.
You're kidding. She just ignored you?
Pretty much. She texted me, "Don't worry, I'll grab it in the morning," and then poof, gone.
That's so like her.
I tried calling her afterward, texting too, but all I got was total radio silence.
You're serious? She just parked it there and vanished?
Yes, and I figured I should let you know. She mentioned something about picking you up in the morning for the ceremony?
That was the plan. She said she'd swing by my place and we'd ride together.
Then, yeah, that's not happening unless she comes back before 2. I told her clearly if she doesn't move the car in time, it's locked until after the weekend.
And you haven't heard from her since?
Not a word.
That's really strange. She didn't say anything about going to Alvinton today. It's not even on the way to the venue. It's in the opposite direction.
I thought that too, so I asked her what she was doing out here. She said she was meeting someone.
What kind of someone?
Well, she said she was running late for a meeting with someone named Jake, and then bailed.
Jake? I don't know any Jake. At least not one she should be seeing the night before our wedding.
Yeah, I was kind of confused too. Like, I knew your name, and I'm pretty sure I know her siblings' names, but there's no Jake in her family.
I don't like the sound of this.
I didn't want to jump to conclusions, but it didn't sit right. You're depending on her for the morning, and now she's gone dark. Her car's trapped here unless she magically shows up.
Yeah, no, you did the right thing telling me. I'm just... Wow, Melina's always been impulsive, but this...
I didn't want to get involved, but she didn't ask. She told me she was leaving the car here. Now it's looking like I accidentally became part of something sketchy.
I'm sorry she dragged you into whatever she's doing. I don't even know what to think.
I'm really sorry about this, but I really do need to keep the auto lock on. I can't leave it open while I'm gone.
No, you shouldn't have to. Honestly, this whole thing is giving me a really bad feeling. Something's off.
I thought so too.
Thanks for letting me know, Rebecca. Seriously, if anything else happens, if she comes back or texts, can you tell me?
Of course. And Tyler?
Yeah?
I really hope I'm wrong. I hope it's nothing.
Yeah, me too.
Rebecca, what's going on? Why is your garage door locked? Open the garage. I'm literally standing here in my dress.
I told you it would be locked after 2 p.m. yesterday. You had all day to move it.
I said I'd get it in the morning. You knew I was coming. Why would you lock it anyway?
Because you never asked. You just dumped your car here and vanished. And I made it very clear that if it wasn't gone by 2, the shutter would close and stay closed until I'm back.
I'm going to be late to my own wedding. Do you even care? Tyler is waiting for me, Rebecca.
Melina, you created this mess. I warned you multiple times.
Ugh, whatever. Just tell me how to open it.
Before we get to that, can I ask you something?
What?
Who did you meet last night?
Are you serious right now?
Dead serious. You drove all the way to Alvinton the night before your wedding. That's not exactly normal, especially when you told me you were meeting someone.
I told you it was just a girls' night.
No, you didn't. You said you were meeting Jake.
Jake is one of my girlfriends.
Jake isn't a girl's name, Melina.
Fine, okay? Yes, I saw Jake. And yes, we used to date. Happy now?
No, not really.
Oh my God, don't you dare start to lecture me. You're not my mom.
I'm not, but you're getting married today, and you hooked up with your ex last night?
It's not that deep. It was one last fling, that's all. You're being so uptight about this.
You're brushing off infidelity like it's nothing. Do you even hear yourself?
It's just cheating. It's not like I'm going to leave Tyler or something. Can we please move on? Just open the door and let me get my car.
I can't, Melina. Didn't you read the texts I sent you? I'm not home.
What?
I'm out of state on a business trip. I left yesterday, just like I said.
Are you joking?
And my parents are on vacation until Wednesday, so yeah, no one's opening that garage.
No. This isn't happening. Rebecca, please. I need that car. Tyler's waiting for me. He's expecting me to pick him up.
Well, then maybe you should have respected my boundaries and not used me as a prop for your affair.
You don't get it. If I don't show up soon, he's going to think something's wrong. He'll start asking questions.
Yeah, and for good reason, given what you just admitted to me.
I cannot believe you're doing this to me. Like, how could you actually let this happen?
You should probably be worrying less about me and more about the missed call from Tyler.
What?
He tried to call you, probably after realizing you hadn't shown up yet.
What missed call? I don't have anything from him.
I guess you were too busy doing things you shouldn't have been doing with a person you shouldn't have been doing them with.
Oh my God, did you seriously tell him? Rebecca, did you tell him I cheated?
No, Melina, I didn't say a word about Jake. I didn't need to.
Then what the hell did you say?
The truth, that you dropped your car at my place in Alvinton without permission and then stopped responding. I told him I was trying to get in touch with you all night. That's it.
That's it? Are you out of your mind? Do you know what that sounds like?
It sounds like what actually happened.
He's gonna think something's going on.
I mean, something is going on.
Yeah, but I can't let him know about that.
He already does.
How would you even know that?
Because Tyler called me back. He asked a few quiet, calm questions about where your house is, about when you dropped the car off. He didn't yell, he didn't even sound angry, but he was definitely putting something together.
Okay, no, this is going way too far.
Want to hear the best part?
I really don't.
He remembered that your ex, Jake, lives in Alvinton.
Oh no.
Oh yes, he connected the dots on his own, and he reached out to a couple mutual friends.
No, you're lying.
Am I? Because they confirmed Jake still lives there, and apparently, he's been bragging lately.
Bragging about what?
About reconnecting with an old flame, one who's engaged, one who was always wild when no one was looking. Sound familiar?
You've got to be kidding me. This is all falling apart over some stupid parking spot.
It's not the parking spot, Melina. It's your complete inability to think more than 2 steps ahead.
I didn't even do anything wrong.
Other than cheating and trespassing?
I parked. I cheated a little, sure, but this whole thing that's going on, this is your fault. You didn't have to say anything.
And you didn't have to lie, sneak around, or sleep with your ex the night before your wedding, but here we are.
You know what I think? I think you've been waiting for a chance to screw me over.
Really? That's your takeaway?
Don't play dumb. How do you even have Tyler's number? Were you two hooking up behind my back this whole time?
Oh my god, we were in the same high school friend group. Everyone swapped numbers.
Sounds a little too convenient to me.
Oh, don't even try it.
What?
Don't stand in the smoking ruins of your own mess and start pointing at me like I lit the match.
I just think it's weird, that's all. I mean, you were always kind of hanging around him.
Melina, stop. Do not project your trash onto me. I'm not the one who couldn't keep her vows for 24 hours.
So I slipped up, okay? You act like I'm the first person to cheat.
You cheated in your ex's town from my driveway the night before your wedding, and you didn't even try to cover your tracks.
It was a one-time thing.
Then why did you lie? Why dump your car on me? Why ghost your own fiancé? You weren't just being impulsive, you were being deliberate and deceptive.
Rebecca, come on, you know me. We've been friends forever. You don't have to do this.
Let me stop you right there, Melina.
What?
Don't pretend this is about friendship. If you cared even a little, you would have told me the truth. Or, here's a wild idea, not used my house to cover for your affair.
I didn't mean to drag you into anything, okay? I just panicked.
You didn't panic. You planned, you scheduled, you lied. And when it blew up, you came crawling to me, expecting me to save your ass without question.
Come on, Rebecca, seriously, are you really gonna throw away all our years of friendship over one tiny little mistake?
You didn't just make a mistake, you made a decision. And then you made another, and another. And you made damn sure I was standing right next to you for all of them, just in case you needed someone to blame.
Well, excuse me for thinking I could count on a friend.
We're not friends. Not anymore.
Rebecca.
You tried to make me be your alibi while you sleep around on the man you're supposed to be exchanging vows with today. That's not what friends do.
Please.
Lose my number, Melina, for good. When I got back from my trip on Tuesday, Melina still hadn't shown up for her car. Instead, her mother came. She was pretty quiet and tense, like someone arriving to pick up evidence from a crime scene. She apologized and said Melina was too embarrassed to face me. I didn't ask questions about the fallout, but she offered answers anyway. Tyler had called off the wedding, completely. No ceremony, no reception. He found out everything. Apparently Jake, the ex, had reached out to Melina months ago after hearing she was engaged. He panicked at the idea of losing her forever, and Melina, well, she didn't need much convincing. She started meeting him again, and again, and again. And from what I heard, that final night, the night before her wedding, was intentional. She wanted the thrill of having one last hurrah before, supposedly, devoting herself to Tyler. I never saw Melina again, but I still think about it sometimes. How a whole life can implode for the sake of one reckless choice. Well, I hope that last night with Jake was worth it.
Rachel, it's been way too long, huh? I think it's been about 5 years, give or take. But hey, your fiancé is back in your DMs. Come on, don't leave me on read. You're not still mad, are ya? It's me, Jake, the one and only, your long-lost future husband. Still nothing? Wow. Well, I guess you always did play hard to get. Fine. Maybe you're just speechless. I mean, who wouldn't be? I mean, your fiancé suddenly showed up out of nowhere and struck up a conversation. Feels like fate, right? Just gonna toss a heart in there, remind you how much I care. You always loved when I did that. Don't pretend otherwise. Anyway, I'll text you again tomorrow. Let it all sink in. But really, Rachel, ignoring the man you're supposed to marry, that's cold. Let's not make this harder than it has to be, babe. Rachel, come on, it's been a whole day. You're seriously not gonna respond? I even went out of my way to get a new phone and a new number in order to talk to you. For some reason, my texts stopped going through after a while. Weird, huh? Must have been a glitch. But I'm here now, messaging you directly. So what's the holdup? I mean, we were engaged, weren't we? That sort of bond doesn't just disappear overnight. I even added a heart emoji to my text. Did you see that? I thought, that would show you how serious I am about getting back together with you. So, whenever you see the heart emoji, if you could send one back, that'd make me super happy.
What the hell is this, Jake? You want me to send you a heart emoji? You've got some nerve showing up with emojis and delusions like it's still 2018. I don't know which emotion is stronger right now, disgust or cringe.
So you did see it! Great! Look, I'm just trying to reconnect. We've got history, Rachel. History like ours stands the test of time. It wouldn't matter if it were 5 weeks, 5 years, or 5 centuries since we've spoken. Our bond just doesn't go away.
Yes, Jake, it does go away when I tell you to never speak to me again and block you, which I did 5 years ago, intentionally.
Wait, hold on. You blocked me? That's why I couldn't reach you all this time? You blocked your own fiancé. Are you serious?
Dead serious. And you keep saying fiancé like that title hasn't expired? Because it expired the moment you walked out. Keep texting and I'll give your new account the same farewell package. Block, delete, forget. Goodbye.
Hey, Rachel, it's me, your beloved fiancé, Jake. You wouldn't believe what I had to go through to message you this time. After I went to the trouble of getting a brand new phone the other day, I had to go out and do the same thing again. You keep blocking me like I'm spam mail, but I'm persistent. You know that about me. Besides, that's what a real fiancé does. He fights for his woman.
For the love of God, Jake, you keep using the word fiancé like it means something in 2025. Let me make this simple. You're my ex, not my soulmate, not a tragic love story. You're just a tired mistake with too much free time and a complete inability to know when to quit.
Ouch, that's cold. Look, I didn't come here to fight. I came here because, something came up.
Of course it did. Let me guess. You saw a headline, misunderstood it, and decided I owe you another round of attention.
You know that friend of mine, the one who works for that logistics firm? Turns out they've got a contract with your grandfather's company. Anyway, he told me your grandfather passed away recently. Real shame. But apparently, he left you a massive inheritance. Like, we're talking $1 million straight up. That's FU money.
Wow, so you caught a whiff of money and immediately transformed into a sentimental grave robber. How utterly touching.
Come on, don't be like that. It's not about the money. Well, okay, it's a little about the money, but it's also about the timing. I mean, think about it. You're single, I'm single, and now you're a millionaire. It's like the universe is finally aligning.
Except in this universal alignment, it actually signals the apocalypse for my migraine.
You know what I think? I think it sounds like fate finally doing us a favor. I made a mistake years ago, sure, but this feels like a second chance. Like the universe is saying, Jake, it's time to get your girl back. And hey, now your girl's got $1 million. That makes it even better.
Wow, Jake, I have always dreamed of being wooed by a man who only became interested in me after learning I came into money. Don't think I forgot about the way you broke up with me 5 years ago.
Look, before you get all judgmental, I think we should just put the past on the table. Be adults about it, okay? I know you still wonder why I ended things back then. And honestly, it wasn't because I didn't care about you. I did, but there were factors.
Yeah, factors like me being poor.
It's not just that. You were raised by a single mom. Your dad passed when you were a kid. I mean, that's rough, I get it. But let's be real, Rachel. You came from a modest background, and I was just starting out in a competitive company where appearances mattered. At the time, it felt like marrying someone with no connections, no name recognition, no money. It would hold me back.
So, like I said, you dumped me for being poor. Go ahead, Jake, just say it out loud and proud. You thought a girl without a trust fund wasn't good enough for your ambitions.
I wouldn't put it quite like that.
No, of course you wouldn't. Because saying it like that would force you to admit you proposed to me for optics, then dropped me like a bad stock the moment a better investment came along. And boy, did you pick one hell of an investment for yourself, the CEO's daughter.
Okay, that's not entirely fair. She and I had a connection, a real, deep, emotional connection.
Oh, I'm sure you did. And I'm sure that connection shattered the minute she found out you were stringing me along at the same time. It must have been awkward to get a double slap in the middle of the office and then dumped in front of half the company. Followed, of course, by her daddy calling you into his office and firing you on the spot.
You really memorized the whole incident like a script, huh?
No, Jake, I just have a great memory for trash I took out myself.
Okay, you've made your point, but that's not what this is about. I didn't come back to dig up the past. I came back because I thought we might still have a future, especially now that you've got potential.
The biggest potential in my immediate future is the potential to report you to the police for harassment.
Whoa, baby, calm down for a second. I've got a big announcement to make. I quit my job. It felt great, too. Handed in my resignation yesterday. No regrets.
Okay, and?
Aren't you gonna ask why?
Bold of you to assume I care, but sure. Why?
To propose to you, obviously. I mean, once I found out you were the granddaughter of a wealthy CEO, and possibly even running the company yourself, it just made sense. You're in a different league now, Rachel. You're like a completely new woman. It hit me like lightning. This is fate. So I cleared the decks. I don't need no job to tie me down. I want absolutely no distractions. Just you, me, and happily ever after.
Let me get this straight. You quit your only source of income? Because you think I'm going to bankroll your comeback into my life?
No, it's not like that.
Then what the hell is it like, Jake? Connect the dots for me. Explain it to me like I'm 5. Actually, you probably couldn't even do that. Okay, explain it to me like I'm just as much of an idiot as you.
I just figured, you've got $1 million in the bank, right? That, plus you've got some cushy executive job in that company, too. And that all means that there isn't really any need for me to work anymore. We could just, start our life together.
You honestly believe $1 million is enough for 2 people to live on indefinitely? Because that's not how basic math works.
Wait, what? $1 million isn't enough?
No, the average lifetime earnings for a person in the US are about 2.7 million. That's per person, Jake. $1 million might feel big when you say it fast, but it doesn't stretch over a lifetime. Not even close.
Wow, that's not what I heard. I mean, yeah, okay, maybe it's a little tight, but still, you're probably making 6 figures as an executive, so we're good, right? Between your inheritance and your income, I'm pretty sure we're set.
You're not listening, you're guessing. And also, I'm not filling out marriage paperwork, so stop asking where I live.
Why not? I already got the forms. I'll come over and...
It's irrelevant. I'm already married. Happily married, actually.
Wait just a second. Married? You're telling me you've been married this whole time? That doesn't add up. When would that have even happened?
It happened 2 years ago. We had a small ceremony. It was nothing flashy. We invited our family, close friends, only the people who actually mattered. Please note that doesn't include you.
2 years ago? No way, I don't buy that. You're just saying that to push me away. If you'd really gotten married, I would have heard about it somehow. Somebody would have mentioned it to me. That sort of thing just doesn't stay hidden for 2 years.
Why would anyone mention it to you? You're not part of my life anymore, Jake. You haven't been for years. You weren't invited, informed, or relevant.
You know what I think? I think you married someone for the wrong reasons. You probably felt pressure or wanted to prove something. But come on, you know just as well as I do that it's not real. You and me, we had something deeper. The kind of connection that they make movies about.
You're confusing depth with dysfunction. What we had was a messy chapter I am glad to have closed. What I have now is quiet, kind, and stable, something you clearly don't recognize. Which is likely because it doesn't come with a grand entrance and a bad financial decision.
All right, fine. Maybe things didn't end perfectly before, but that doesn't mean they can't start over now. People get divorced all the time. Till death do us part is more of a guideline than a rule. You don't have to stay with him just because you said I do. We could still have a future. And hey, this time we'd actually have the money to make it work.
I have to say, I am really grateful that you're being so upfront and honest about the real reason you're here. Not for me, not for some grand reconciliation, but for the fantasy you've built in your head about love and bank accounts. You don't want me. You want the amount of money that you think I have in the bank.
I'm just saying that I think we owe it to ourselves to give it another shot. To give us another shot.
No, Jake, what I owe myself is peace, and I intend to keep it.
You're really going to just shut the door like that?
I didn't just shut it, I locked it, bricked over the entrance, and planted a garden in its place. And now I'm done answering the door. Goodbye, Jake. I'm blocking you again.
Come on, Rachel! I don't know where I'm gonna get the money to get a new phone this time! Rachel, you've gotta be kidding me. Seriously, how many times are you gonna ignore me? Just stop pretending like this isn't real!
Oh, God, no, not you again.
You know what I think? I think you're scared. Not of me, of yourself. It's been 5 years. You probably think I'll see the wrinkles, the little crow's feet, and you won't measure up. But Rachel, we're both pushing 40. Aging is natural. I'm not expecting the 20-something version of you. But I don't care about that. To me, you'll always be the woman I loved. And now that you've got money and power, I love you even more.
I don't know whether to be offended by the objectification or embarrassed for how proud you sound saying it. Either way, stop calling me that. I'm not some fantasy character from your midlife crisis.
Look, it's not complicated. I love you. You love me. Let's get married. We can do it today. Think about it. No more jobs, no more stress. Just us, together with all the luxury your money can buy.
You're still not hearing me. I am married.
Then you can always get divorced. If it's not real love, then what's the point of staying anyway? I can be the one who shows you what true love really is.
You're the one showing me what a psychopath really is. I'm getting tired of this. So do me a favor. Go to my company's homepage.
What for?
Just do it. Open the company website and take a look at who's listed as the new CEO.
What is this, a test? All right, fine. I'm looking. Marcus McDaniel?
That's right. And you know what my last name is right now? McDaniel.
Oh, so he's like a cousin or something?
No, Jake, not a cousin, not a distant relative. He's my husband, the actual CEO of my grandfather's company.
Then what's this I heard about you being an executive? I thought you were the one running things.
Nope, it's not me. I work in an entirely different field. I have nothing to do with the company. Marcus is the one who runs the company.
But even if that's true, I still think your marriage isn't built to last. I mean, maybe it's one of those things you did out of pressure. It doesn't have to be forever.
We met, we fell in love, we got married. That's all there is to it. No pressure, no settling, just a real relationship built on real things, which is more than I can say for you.
All right, fine, but what about the inheritance? I heard it was $1 million. That's not nothing. That could have changed everything.
It wasn't $1 million.
What? Then how much was it?
Why would I tell you? Where did you even get that number from?
I don't know. It was just what people were saying on the internet. I figured, it made sense.
God, how dumb can you be, Jake? You quit your job based on a rumor you heard on social media?
Look, can you stop insulting me for a second? I already quit my job. That's over and done with. What am I supposed to do now?
You're going to need to start job hunting, like every other adult who makes stupid decisions and has to live with it.
You say that so casually, like this isn't a huge deal. I gave up everything thinking I'd be starting a new chapter.
You gave up everything based on nothing. That's on you. Let's not forget your last job was a lucky break after you got blacklisted for humiliating the CEO's daughter. That company was the only one that took you in, and you walked away from it for a fantasy.
I didn't think... I thought...
No, Jake, you're incapable of thinking. You hoped, and then you acted like your hope was fact. Now you're worse off than when you started, and I'm still not yours.
So that's it? You're just walking away from me?
You walked away from me, you backstabbing, cheating loser. I'm not your $1 million bride. I never was.
Okay, well, maybe you're not gonna marry me. That's fine. But can you at least give me some money? Rachel?
Looking back, I have to laugh. Jake came charging back into my life like some tragic hero, armed with nothing but a new phone number and a fantasy built entirely on gossip. He quit his job, burned his last professional bridge, and convinced himself I'd been sitting around just waiting to hand him a fortune. Yes, I inherited money, and I wasn't lying when I told him it wasn't $1 million. It was more. Much more. But he never asked. He assumed, exaggerated, and gambled everything on a number he overheard in passing. My husband and I have plans to use the money on our kids, our retirement, and maybe a bit on rest and relaxation now and then. Meanwhile, Jake is jobless, swimming in debt, and clinging to the dream of early retirement that was never his to begin with. He chased a myth, I built a life. That's the difference.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.